Hello everyone. I'm going to start a new course on Sociology for Central University Entrance Test, that is CUET. This course is mainly for those students who are aspiring to take admission in the Central Universities of India, and course is designed mainly for those students who are aspiring to get admission in undergraduate courses. And another course I will develop for postgraduate courses. So let's begin the course. First topic of the course is colonialism. What is colonialism? Colonialism means political control over a particular country. When a particular country controls another country, it's called colonialism. This control can be partial or complete. It means a particular country may be partially controlled or completely controlled. When one dominant country or powerful country dominates or controls another country, it's called colonialism. Here, control may be political, but this political control also includes economic, social, cultural control. So now question is, what was the colonialism in India? So colonialism in India was mainly the British colonialism, and this British colonialism remarkably transformed or changed the Indian society. We can understand the transformation and change in Indian society through various characterizing features of colonialism. We will discuss these colonial characterizing features of colonialism so that we can be able to understand what was the colonialism in India, or what kinds of changes or transformation it made during colonial rule in India. So let's begin and let's understand these characterizing features. First one is industrial economy. Industrial economy was established in India by colonial ruler, colonial government or colonial policy. It was mainly the East India Company which came to India, and their main purpose was doing trade, commerce, business. But later on, they entered into administration, and eventually the entire Indian territory was under their control, both economically, socially, politically. So, industrial economy here means the transformation of Indian economy into industrial economy or market economy. And where did this industrial economy affected? It affected agriculture, it affected other various resources, mineral resources, forest resources, and production processes. Indian agriculture was subsistence based, community owned, people used to own the agricultural land and had their own cultivation. It got commercialized through land ownership system like Zamindari, Rayatwari and Mahalwari, and eventually a class stratification emerged that I will discuss in the next video. Then the mineral resources being extracted for commercial purpose, for manufacturing, and for trade, export. Mineral resources like oil, coals, which were extensively being extracted, because transport communications in the form of railway was developing, and steam engine developed in colonial India. So coal was very much necessary. Coal was also needed for various other industries, factories. Oil company first started in Assam, Digboy, and started its commercial production. Similarly, tea plantation started in Assam, commercial tea plantation, and large scale production started. So in this way, industrial economy industrial economy came into being in Indian society, and this industrial economy also transformed economic aspects of the society, but it also created many other issues: social, ecological, environmental issues. Then secondly, educational transformation. Western education, English education came into being in Indian society. British wanted to introduce Western education or English education in India so that it can create an educated elite class which can help them administering the country and the people. So their main purpose was to educate Indians with Western education, and eventually it got popularized among the peoples of India, though largely this Western education got opposition and criticism from the Indian communities, from the Indian nationalists, but it made a remarkable transformation or changes in the Indian society. Earliest universities like University of Bombay, University of Calcutta, University of Madras, IIT Roorkee, and many more, these institutes, colleges, schools which came up. And of course, after independence, this modern education being followed and developed and promoted more so that the peoples in India can prosper at global level. Thirdly, modern values. Colonialism brought modern values in Indian society. What are these modern values? Two main important modern values which became very, very important for Indian society. Of course, there are many more such modern values. Modern values can be used, or modern values are there, but two important modern values such as egalitarianism and humanitarianism, which introduced or which mainly attempted to reform the Indian society, to develop the Indian society, to establish a socio-economic reforms in the Indian society. So, what is this egalitarianism? Egalitarianism means equality among all. So, at that time, caste system untouchability was very much strong, rigid in its practice, and people were divided into number of castes, and untouchability practice was very much inhuman and discriminatory. So the idea of egalitarianism, that is equality for all, wanted to abolish this system, wanted to abolish this practice, and to establish the equal or egalitarian society. Humanitarianism value mainly wanted to abolish various superstitious practices such as sati, restriction on widow marriage, widow remarriage, restriction and the restrictions on women's educations, superstitions like purda and all. So this humanitarianism wanted to abolish various inhuman superstitious practices, traditions, so that all human, all the peoples in India can have equality and can get the equal opportunity and equal human treatment in the society. They had these values, but eventually it created a lot of problems, confusions among the peoples of India, because they imposed many new things and which were completely strange for the peoples of India. So ultimately, India adopted the principle of egalitarianism and humanitarianism after independence. Fourth one, which is very important, feudalism. Feudalism was a system in which landlord holds superior position and common people or common masses, peasants, are in the inferior positions, and landlord dominates, controls the peasants or the common people. It's not just economic domination, it also the overall political, social, cultural domination. So common people or common peasants, common masses had no liberty, had no freedom in their economic activity. So this landlordism was the ultimate result of the colonialism in India. And this landlordism, that is feudalism was discriminatory practice in Indian society. It discriminated it discriminated against the larger sections of the people. It made larger sections of people inferior and subordinate and downtrodden, though it created a lot of positive changes. But this social system, that is feudalistic social system, was discriminatory, which was not conducive for the people's development. So that is the reason why nationalism developed during colonial rule, and this nationalism was a opposition of colonialism, so that India can get independence and there can be a healthy society, there can be a just society where peoples can enjoy their rights, freedom, liberties. So this much is the present discussion, and I will continue this course in the next video with the next topic. Thank you.